If you've ever sent a property deal to an investor and got back those dreaded words, "Let me think about it," then everything you're about to hear will change how you source deals forever. Here's the truth. Most sources don't want to admit. Investors aren't rejecting your deals because of bad timing. They're not saying no because they lack funds. They're saying no because of 5 completely avoidable mistakes. Mistakes that scream amateur before you even finish your pitch. And the worst part? You probably don't even know you're making them. But don't worry, because over the next 12 minutes, I'm going to walk you through each mistake step by step, show you exactly how to fix it, and give you a framework that practically guarantees investors say yes. So if you're serious about sourcing deals that actually convert, whether you're packaging HMOs in Birmingham or BRRR in Manchester, it's about no time, then stick with me. Because by the end of this video, you'll know more about investor psychology than 95% of sources out there. Let's dive in. Quick introduction. Here at Asset for Life, we have been sourcing and packaging property deals for UK and overseas investors for the past 8 years. During that time, we've seen literally hundreds of deals get rejected, not because they were bad properties, but because they were badly presented. We've also seen average properties turn into bidding wars simply because the sourcer understood one simple thing. Investors don't buy deals, they buy confidence. And that confidence comes from precision, transparency, and trust. Now, whether you're sourcing for busy London professionals who want passive income, or you're working with overseas investors looking to diversify into UK property, the principles I'm about to share apply universally. Because at the end of the day, every investor, regardless of their background or budget, is asking the same 5 questions before they commit capital. And if your deal packaging doesn't answer those questions up front, you've already lost them. But here's the good news. Once you understand these 5 mistakes and how to fix them, you'll start seeing responses like, "When can we complete?" instead of, "Let me think about it." So let's get into it. Mistake number 1, sourcing without an investor avatar. This is the number 1 killer of property deals, and most sources don't even realize they're doing it. Here's what happens. You find what looks like a great deal. The numbers stack. The area is decent. You get excited and immediately blast it out to every investor in your database. And then, crickets. Why? Because you're sourcing blindly. Think about it like this, would you? Would you walk into a tailor and say, "Make me a suit," without giving your measurements? Of course not. Yet that's exactly what most sources do with property deals. Every serious investor has what's called a buy box, a specific set of criteria that defines what they're looking for. It includes price range, e.g. £80,000 to £150,000, target yield, e.g. minimum 8% net, property type, HMO, BTL, BRRR, commercial conversion, location preferences, specific cities, regions, or postcode areas, risk tolerance, light refurb versus heavy project, investment strategy, capital growth versus cash flow. If your deal doesn't tick at least 4 out of 6 of those boxes, you're wasting everyone's time. The fix: build your investor blueprint. First, before you source a single property, sit down with your investor and create what I call an investor blueprint. This is a 1-page document that outlines their investment goals. Why are they buying? Cash flow, growth, portfolio expansion. Their financial capacity. How much capital can they deploy? Do they need finance? Their time frame. Are they looking for quick flips or long-term holds? Their deal breakers. What absolutely must they avoid? Once you have this, sourcing becomes surgical. You're no longer throwing spaghetti at the wall. You're delivering exactly what they asked for. And here's the magic. When you present a deal that matches their blueprint perfectly, the conversation shifts from, "Is this a good deal?" to, "When can we complete?" That's the power of precision. Mistake number 2, weak or incomplete. Due diligence investors hate uncertainty. Let me say that again. Investors absolutely hate uncertainty. And nothing screams amateur louder than a sourcing pack that's missing critical data. I've seen sources send deals with beautiful photos and glossy brochures on the old bro, but zero comparable sales data, no demand analysis, no refurb cost breakdown, just vibes and optimism. That might work on Love Island, but it doesn't work with serious capital. Here's what happens in the investor's mind when they see a weak sourcing pack. If they missed this data, what else did they miss? Can I trust their numbers? How much work will I have to do to validate this myself? And the moment they start thinking that, game over. Mistake number 3, presenting ROI without risk analysis. Let me show you the difference between amateur and professional deal presentation. Amateur sourcer says, "This deal gives you 12% ROI." Professional sourcer says, "This deal gives you 12% ROI in the base case." If interest rates rise by 1%, it drops to 10.2%. If void rates increase to 10%, it holds at 9.8%. And even in a worst-case scenario with both, you're still generating 8.5% net yield. See the difference? One makes you sound hopeful. The other makes you sound credible. Investors don't just want to know what the deal makes when everything goes perfectly. They want to know what happens when things go wrong. Because here's the reality. Interest rates change. Tenants leave. Boilers break. Regulations shift. And the sourcer who can show they've already modeled for that, that's the sourcer who gets the deal. Mistake number 4, presenting deals without building credibility. Here's something most sourcers don't understand. Investors aren't just buying the property, they're buying you. Because at the end of the day, property is a relationship business, especially when you're asking someone to commit £100,000, £200,000 or more based on your recommendation. So when you send a deal with zero proof of your track record, you're essentially asking them to trust a stranger with life-changing capital. Not gonna happen. The fix: build a one-page track record deck. Before you ever present your first deal to a new investor, create a simple one-page document that includes your sourcing experience, how long, how many deals, total value transacted, case studies, 2 to 3 successful deals with before-after results, investor testimonials, quotes from previous clients, your process, brief overview of how you source and validate, your value proposition, why working with you reduces their risk. This doesn't need to be fancy. A well-designed PDF or Google Doc works perfectly. Mistake number 5, not presenting clear exit strategies. Investors fear being trapped. They fear buying a property and then realizing they can't refinance, or they can't sell, or the strategy doesn't work and they're stuck holding an underperforming asset. This fear kills more deals than bad numbers ever will. And most sources make it worse by only presenting one way the deal works. This is a great BRRR. You'll refinance after 12 months. So why does all of this matter right now? Because the UK property market is shifting, and the sources who survive 2025 and beyond will be the ones who treat sourcing as a business, not a hustle. With base rates still elevated, mortgage rates fluctuating, and investors becoming more cautious with capital allocation, the bar for deal quality has never been higher. But here's the opportunity. Whilst 90% of sources are still sending lazy deal packs and wondering why they're not converting, you can position yourself as the 1% who does it properly. And when you do, You don't just close more deals, like, you build a reputation. Investors start coming to you. They refer their friends. You become the go-to sourcer in your niche. That's when sourcing stops being transactional and starts being transformational. But it requires discipline. It requires precision. And it requires showing up with the 5 fixes we've just covered. 13. Build an investor blueprint before sourcing. 14. Complete 12-step due diligence on every deal. 15. Present risk-adjusted financials, not just best-case ROI. 16. Establish credibility with a track record deck. 17. Show 2 exit strategies, not 1. Do this, and you'll never hear, "Let me think about it again." So here's my question for you. Which of these 5 mistakes are you making right now? Be honest with yourself. Because the moment you fix even one of them, you'll see an immediate difference in your conversion rates. And to make it easier, I put together 3 free resources you can download right now. Free Property Deal Calculator. This does all your ROI calculations, stress tests, and scenario modeling automatically. Just input your numbers and it generates investor-ready financials in seconds. 12-step due diligence checklist. Never miss critical data again. This checklist ensures every deal you present is bulletproof. Investor Blueprint Template. Use this to map out exactly what your investors are looking for, so you stop sourcing blindly and start delivering precision. All 3 are completely free. Links in the description below. Grab them, use them, and watch your deal conversion rate skyrocket. And if you found this valuable, do me 2 favors. 1, hit the subscribe button, because next week, I'm breaking down a real deal that was rejected twice before we turned it into a 28% ROI win. 2, drop a comment below telling me which mistake hit home for you. I read every single one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.